to get moving. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The run from the shotgun. At the 35, he's loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Set up for second and short after that completion. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
Got the back over the middle. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Hauls it in. Turning it on. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Now on second and goal. On the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football. Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Just such a nice job by him, understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target,
there he goes. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Man, he's already got 43 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a first down here to open the period. He'll start this drive firing. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here come the Irish back on offense. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Hand off from the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. Touchdown, Irish! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got a chance to take this one back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here he comes out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
The offense changing the play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got the first down and more. He's loose. He's a touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
The decimal meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Makes the grab on third. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up.
Oh, he's got some space. He's piled up 65 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
If you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
Pulls it in. It's Brown. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out in the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back sweep right in behind them and pick up the first.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
2nd and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those 2nd down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense. As a staff, challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
Trying to punch it in. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. Points, take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big and they take over.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Timeout. The Nittany Lions ready to get this thing started and open the season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have the national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Got him downfield. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
4th and short means I'm going for it nowadays. You see it all over college football. Everybody's using analytics and saying, I'm going to take my chances of going for it rather than punting. So great job by the defense, but you better get that next play ready.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Quick completion on the out. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got it, and he can go with it. Crosses midfield. At the 30. He's at the 10. He takes it all the way
Great job on special teams, getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the outside. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. It's complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Takes the easy completion. Touchdown, Penn State! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. It's a draw. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with a run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Finding open areas. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Got his man. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. You start the season top 25. Really, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Going for 6. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Here's a heat. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and goal that time, the best news was he didn't take a sack. He was trying to scramble around and find somebody in the end zone. Nobody was there. He gets it back and gets what he can get. And so now you're still down close, and it's decision time for the head coach. Do you go for it, or do you settle for 3?
The field goal is no good. After the miss, the lead is still full.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. the marker. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. From the shotgun, the inside give. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And that's exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Wisconsin. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Got the back in the middle. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Notre Dame lines up quickly. To the air on 1st down. Back open in the middle. Fighting off the defender.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job with the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
snagged in the middle. It's snow. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. From the gun to give, looking for room. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they'll try the field goal and try to draw even here before halftime. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Price. I imagine he's going to get an earful.